So good afternoon, buenos dias, and especially today, bom dia and boa tarde. We are here to welcome the wonderful team of Very Latin Brazil. So I have Gustavo Guimarães, the Director of Sales, and Caroline Vaslin, the Sales Manager, who are going to be conducting a beautiful webinar and show you how to sell Brazil and the new place, the place to go. So my dear, the screen is
Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you so much, Dominic. Let me just switch here into our beautiful presentation. I'm so excited. We have a lot of things to share with you guys. Just a minute. Let me.
Meanwhile, we can admire our beautiful.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Do you see the presentation? Is it there? Okay. Fantastic. So we're all here. Well, first of all, thank you guys so very much. It's such an honor to be here and to tell you a little bit more about our beautiful country, about Brazil, this place where I was born and raised here in São Paulo, that I'm really passionate about it. And let you know a little bit more about Very Latin, this amazing project that it was born naturally here inside the TTW group. And we're more than ready to welcome all you guys. Thank you so much, Dominique, for your time and for this great opportunity. And thank you everyone here that is taking your time at such a busy schedule to be here with us and learn a little bit more about Brazil. So welcome. I'll be me, and I would like to introduce you quickly here to Caroline. I'm Gustavo Guimarães. I'm the sales manager here at TTW Group, and Caroline is the sales manager of Very Latin. She's here with me to tell you a little bit about her favorite destinations as well.
Hi, everyone. I'm really happy to be here with Dominique today and my colleague Gustavo. I'm the person you talk to by mail about your special requests for your clients. So it's really amazing to see more and more people choosing Brazil as their travel destination. And I hope you feel inspired and learn a bit more about our incredible country today.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline. Absolutely. So thank you very much. And let's get started here with our journey. Okay, so just really briefly about so we're part of TTW Group, really proud member of TTW Group. We have a really solid company of over 26 years of history. We have been we have our 3 offices here in São Paulo, which makes us really local, and you can really rely on us for anything that you may need. Okay, so Very Latin, it's here part of, like, we have Ski Brazil, which it's where we came from, Ski USA, which is our office in Miami, Selections, TTW Lab, which is our host travel agency, and now we have Very Latin here to really try to get Brazil on the map and have you guys set up Brazil as your destination. So I would like to explain a little bit more about what we do here. So the main thing is, like, we are a full service DMC based here in Brazil. So Brazil would be our specialty, I would say. We can also work with our neighboring countries, okay? Like we know that it's super common to make combinations of Brazil and or maybe Argentina or with Peru, even though I think Brazil, it's an amazing destination that you can spend like 2 or 3 weeks here, and you would go and visit a lot of different things all the time. But still, Brazil, we can combine, and our main intention is for you to really rely on us. You can trust us and leave the clients, your clients, in our hands. Then we're going to give you a full service of absolutely anything you may need here in Brazil. Okay. We will help you with the best itineraries, go beyond the obvious, make amazing surprises, and of course, we would give you a 24/7 support here at Very Latin. So we have amazing experiences with private jets. Our CEO Eduardo Gas has amazing connections regarding private jets and helicopters. So to connect Brazil north to south effortless. We have yachts, which we can make amazing, especially in Rio de Janeiro coast, that we can make amazing combinations of like having a private chef and a yacht, and like have a beautiful villa by the beach and a private island. We have our luxury vans, our luxury vehicles that with the best drivers possible, so we can really make the safest experience as well, along with our guides that can, especially some VIP clients, we can have our local guides that would guide you throughout your whole journey in Brazil, from the very moment that you arrive until your last day here in our beautiful country, or throughout South America, if you're going to make a combination, but also relying in great local experts. So for you to get the utmost of each destination that you would visit here. And also the concierge part, you can really rely on us for like events such as Carnival or New Year's, and amazing restaurants reservations that we have here in São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Whatever you may need, we're here to help you. And of course, we are 100% B2B here in Very Latin. We are 100% focused on you. We can give you commission for all the services and hotels. We have amazing conditions and contracts with the hotels, and it's all about you and your label, we have a little piece of you throughout the whole journey of our clients here, since the very first quotation until the material that your guest will receive when he arrives. Everything will have a little piece of you with your logo in it. Okay, so, and of course the quick turnaround time, as we have a full control of the operation with our vehicles and drivers and guides. So and we can get it all together at a very short amount of time. So this is really good. So here it's where we start. The main thing is that what you're here for is to understand how to sell Brazil, right? So the first thing that you need to understand about our country is that it's really a continental country, okay? So you have one of the largest, I think it's actually the largest coastline in the world here in Brazil. It goes all the way here from the Guianas and the states of Amapá, all the way down south here to Uruguay. So it's gigantic. You can have beaches of all sorts. You can have beaches which are a paradise for a kite surf. You can have small beaches. You can have large beaches. You can have islands, fantastic islands. So throughout these the coast, you have for everyone's taste, you know, and really urban areas such as São Paulo, Rio, and also this map here is really on purpose just for you to see how incredible it is, our river systems, as we have a really privilege of having this the huge Amazon forest here with us, and all these rivers, all these mountains, which Brazil is really not well known. Of course, our mountains are not as high as the Rocky Mountains in the US or the Alps in Europe, but we still have some really good hiking experiences in our Chapadas and in our national parks and in the countryside. And down here, you can also have the Pantanal, which is an amazing place for to actually see our wildlife. So another really important thing for you guys to know is that Brazil, it's just like the United States. You guys have 50 states. In Brazil, we have 26 states. We're divided in states and regions, okay? And the main thing here for you to know is that each state of Brazil has a little bit of its own culture. As I was telling Dominic, Portuguese, the language, of course, unites us, but all the states, they are so different from each other. It's like if you travel from one state to another, it's almost like you travel from one country to another. The accent is completely different. The culture is different. The food is different. The attractions are, the landscape is different. So it's something really important for you to know. As a continental country, you can make all these combinations, and as I was saying, Brazil definitely has something that your client would want. You know, this is what I want you to. I was telling Dominic, this is something that I want you to keep in mind. When you have your a guest, I want you to think of your guests, and then we're gonna show you a few places around Brazil, and then you're gonna be able to picture it, because this place would be perfect for these guests. This place would be perfect for these other guests, and then this way we're gonna be able to build your itinerary together. So Brazil, it's all the most important thing to remember about Brazil whenever you're building an itinerary through our country is the geography, okay, as it's a really big country, so how you get from one place to another. But the main thing is to understand what your client like. If he's more of a cultural person, if he likes more arts and architecture, or if he's more interested in beach destinations to relax, but he wants to have a little bit of urban experience as well, we got it all covered. Okay, and the main access of Brazil, it's also really easy. I mean, São Paulo has the largest airport and the main hub in South America, so it usually is it's a great start point. But we also have amazing airports with in Rio de Janeiro, with many connections with the U.S. In the Northeast region, many connections with the U.S. and with Europe. So there's a lot of things it's easy for you to get around. So in this first webinar, we decided to divide Brazil into themes to make it easier, just to still focusing on this, that you need to know your client, and you need to tell us what your client like, and then we're gonna get it all together. As you can see in this map, we classified Brazil in a few themes. And you can have in a few states all the themes mixed, you know, so you can have it all in one place. Or and this is something really amazing about Brazil. So we want you to remember these. We would like you to remember these 6 classifications here of landscapes and wildlife, urban experiences, the gastronomy, the culinary journeys, the sun-kissed shores for our fantastic beaches, the historical cities coming back from the colonial Portuguese time, which is so charming, so incredible, and the art and architecture. So I'm gonna leave you here a little bit with Caroline, that she's gonna tell you. Our idea here is just to give you a little taste of what Brazil can offer, with some pretty amazing images of our country. That's my challenge to you, for you to try to get your clients into these pictures, and then for us to start to get an itinerary together here. So let me just mute me. Go ahead, Caroline.
In this group, interest group, landscape and wildlife, we think that few countries can embrace such a wide diversity of natural beauties like Brazil. So the first one would be Iguaçu Falls. So we have 275 waterfalls along Brazil and Argentina border. So it's a great place to also bird watching. We have Lençóis Maranhenses. This place is something unique in the world. So nowhere else on the planet is there a place that looks so much like a desert and features countless crystal clear freshwater lakes. We can have the canyons in Brazil are also unique because they are surrounded by tropical rainforests, and also with waterfalls within. We have Chapada Diamantina. This exactly place looks like the Arizona in United States, but also with lots of waterfalls and caves. It's like a paradise for those who like trekking, with all this tropical around. The Pantanal, it's the world's biggest tropical wetland. So it's the best place in Brazil to spot animals, and could be compared to the Kavango Delta. They also have the On Safari, which is a respectful conservation project with a focus on the jaguars. We have the Amazon, of course, the world's largest tropical rainforest with incredible jungle lodges, so we can explore all that. In the urban rhythms, we have these 3 cities where you can find a bit more about the essence of the Brazilian city life. So in Rio de Janeiro, places like Santa Teresa and Lapa, you will find a bohemian vibe. You can experience the samba everywhere you go, great nightlife, local food. In São Paulo, from street side bars to lively parties to important exhibitions, São Paulo is multicultural, and you can like have it all.
Fine dining, yeah.
Fine dining too, obviously. In Belo Horizonte, BH is the getaway to Inhotim, which is the world's largest open-air museum in the planet, and also to historical cities like Ouro Preto. And there's also great nightlife, famous for its botecos, which
where
is
you come from.
Yeah, it's where I came from. With a lot of bars located on the streets.
The culinary.
Yeah, the culinary, finding the iconic national dish is also a challenge. So this country is so diverse and so many regional flavors. So each region has its own dish, which is different from each other. Vale dos Vinhedos, the first one, it's a wine region influenced by the Italians and the German gastronomy with a Brazilian touch. We have Belém, it's like exotic food, most from the Amazon, the north of Brazil. It's almost like a culinary exploration. You can get there.
So many new flavors. Yeah.
So many new flavors. Minas Gerais, it's like an authentic countryside food. São Paulo also
has it all together.
It all together. It's a multicultural. You can experience cuisines from all regions of Brazil, including
all over the world.
High quality starred restaurants. São Paulo is a true paradise for foodies.
Yes.
The beaches. So we have, as Gustavo was saying, we have almost 8,000 kilometers of coastline. So you can imagine how many different kind of beaches and islands and reefs and bays you can find there. So the coastline suits everyone's preference. So Fernando de Noronha, the Sancho Beach, was elected as the best beach in the world. It's amazing. Jericoacoara is it's a place in the state of Ceará. Is one of the most relevant kiteboarding destinations in the world. Alter do Chão, we really love this place. No one believes that this is in the Amazon. You can find Alter do Chão is like that, the largest freshwater river beach in the middle of the Amazon. It's pretty amazing. Trancoso is the most high-end beach destination in Brazil, with beach clubs and nightlife.
Horses, everything.
And of course, so many beaches around. Pataches in Alagoas is like the Brazilian Caribbean, with this crystal clear water, no waves, just like a lagoon.
So beautiful, guys. It's like
So it's the historical cities. They here in Brazil they preserve elements from the colonial and imperial periods of Brazil, from Portuguese colonization. So it starts from Ouro Preto, which is a city that had a vital role on the gold rush.
Gold mine.
And they took the gold from Ouro Preto, they carried to Paraty, which is another historical city,
Port
city, because it's a port city actually, and then sent it to Portugal. So Paraty, I think no place in Brazil offers such a beautiful blend of colonial architecture and natural beauty as Paraty. And it's close to Rio too. Salvador, the oldest capital from Brazil, once was actually the largest slave trading port in America. So they have a unique preservation of the African influenced culture. Brazilian. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Põe ali pra mim. Sorry.
Check it out.
While they're getting ready.
Sorry.
No.
The thing went down in here. So the art and architecture, Brasilia, we have, it's the Brazil's capital since 1960. It's a city designed in the middle of the Cerrado, and it is shaped like an airplane. We also have Inhotim, is the largest open-air museum on the planet too. So it's incredible galleries from the most important artists from the 20th and 21st century. We can also have the Serra da Capivara is one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, actually. And it's really crucial to understanding human presence in the Americas. And it also features more than 40,000 rock paintings. So it's really unbelievable too. And of course, I cannot overlook these historical cities and the Brazilians' handcraft also found in so many places around the country, because it's really an art here in Brazil too.
So just this is really a wrap up. Okay, we tried to make it super quick, but just for you to have an idea of how rich Brazil is with this really shocking images, you know, of like everything that you can offer that would be a perfectly fit for everyone. So this is our main message here. As I was mentioning to Dominic, Brazil is a year-round destination, so it works perfectly anytime. We can go specifically here on the seasons, but I also would like to mention that Brazil, the minimum is 1 week. Definitely. In 1 week, you can only combine 2 places. I mean, a city and the Rio de Janeiro and Iguaçu Falls, maybe, or the Rio and Amazon. But we would recommend at least 2 weeks. We have a lot really to see and a huge potential. As I was telling Dominic, and as we were discussing before starting this webinar, now that it's super cold in the US and Canada, all over Europe, here in Brazil, it's a tropical paradise. We're like in the middle of our summertime with beautiful, hot, sunny days. If you don't want it too hot, then come in April or October, which we consider as being our mid-season, which you also have an amazing weather, but the heat's a little bit less. And even in the low season, when you have a little bit of a colder weather down here in São Paulo and down south, it's also a really charming place, and it's the best time of the year to go to the Pantanal to see the jaguars. So whenever you guys have clients and tell us their interest, and then we will make it happen. We will get them the best itinerary and the best experience they could possibly think in Brazil and in South America. So it comes from 1 week, and you can spend your whole life here if you want. So just really quick, we would like to share with you that we're gonna have our next session with Dominic again on February 6th and then on February 27th to go deeper into the southern Brazil and combinations and northern Brazil and possible combinations that you can make. So we're very exciting for this, and by attending all of our webinars, we'll be more than happy to give you certificate from Very Latin as a Brazil specialist. And we'll be more than happy to host you here at Copacabana Palace, our amazing partner here in Brazil, the Belmont, that has the Copacabana Palace and also the in Foz do Iguaçu, the Hotel das Cataratas. We'll be more than happy to have you in Rio de Janeiro in this iconic hotel, which is our postcard. And then could be a start from your very own Brazilian journey. And this is about it for today. Thank you so much for your time. We're open now for any questions that you may have. We'll be more than happy to help you. I hope that our intention here to get Brazil all together in a map and for you to see the richness of our country, it really touched your heart a little bit, and that you would consider Brazil and us here in Very Latin. We're more than ready and happy to host you.
Thank you very much, Carolina, first for your wonderful presentation, and Gustavo. Carolina,
Thank
I
you.
saw that, Caroline, I think you wanted to answer Samantha already, who asking how to combine. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I saw one of the questions
Voilà.
here.
Samantha
Oh,
wants.
she's Brazilian. So Lençóis Maranhenses, you can stay there for minimum five days, and you can combine with all the emotion route. So you can start in Lençóis Maranhenses, then you can go to Piauí, then you can go to Jericoacoara, and all this route, it can be like 12 days. But you can also do only the Lençóis Maranhenses too. And the best time would be the middle of the year, from June to August, because we will have all the lagoons really
Full.
high.
Yeah.
So it's really full. It's really beautiful.
Mhm. Wow, that's so amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let
Mari,
me
you
just
said-
point some wood. Okay, so I see here Mary Dowd. Thank you. I look forward to future seminars. Thank you. We're very happy to have you here. Yeah, keep telling your clients to explore more of the world. Let's leave old Europe behind. We have so many exotic things, like really in your backyard. Like really, Brazil is so close as well. So and of course the prices here are really amazing for you guys coming from the US or Europe. Your money will just magically will be worth it 5 times more than what you have at home, you know. So you'll be able to have the best experience, the finest restaurants, the greatest opportunities with a really a small cost, you know. So this is also a benefit of Brazil. That's your money, it's really worth it more down here. So this is another advantage.
Totally.
Okay, how much would you tell your clients to budget per person per day in USD for an itinerary of one city plus one destination? So it really depends, but like if you consider a full package, right, Carol, with the hotel and like the tours, comfortably we could say that a full itinerary in Brazil of like maybe a 10-day itinerary in Brazil, we can round it up of like from $10,000 to $15,000, and you would have an incredible experience with this amount. Okay, so we can say from $1,000 to $2,000 per day. You can be at the very best hotels and have an incredible experience with great local experts and enjoying the time of your life. Okay,
Shana was asking without the accommodation, so your price is with the accommodation, huh?
Yeah, this I'm telling you with accommodation. Just for the services, it can be like half of that. Yeah, easily.
Voilà, Cristina Brigada Cristina.
Obrigado.
Touring only. Would you book the tour only?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a very important thing to mention. We have an amazing, our main intention is to take care of the trip as the full service, and for you not to worry about anything, but we can take care of the services. That wouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Savitri, you said you have a request today for Brazil and Peru. So how many days would you recommend? And if you can send us with the dates and everything, and they can start working on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. We'll be more than happy to get this itinerary ready for you. So as I was mentioning, for both countries have really strong cultures and a lot of things to see. So if you want to have a great itinerary, I would say at least 20 days. Okay, 20 days. From 3 weeks would be ideal, and then we can divide it better. If the client is short on time, we can squeeze a little bit and get it all together in a couple of weeks, like 14 days, but definitely not less than that.
You do 2 countries, huh? And in Peru, you
Yeah.
work with
We also, yeah.
Enigma Peru. So.
We also have so many, of course, we presented all these destinations in here, but we have the classic ones that people look the most. And we also have some itineraries ready to send it to you, so you can check all that, the prices, the hotels that we can offer, what you can do in each city, and how much this will all cost. So we have all these classic ones, and how you can combine all the cities, and also the specific interests for your client. So we can share all that with you too. I can see here you have a question regarding less expensive hotels. We usually work with boutique hotels, so it's 5 stars, but the rates usually varies a lot, but we have boutique hotels, and depending on the time too. So we can understand what is less expensive. Actually, we have to understand that, but we can talk more to see. And we have villas near beaches in Brazil. As Gustavo was telling you, we have a private jet to facilitate all the logistics in Brazil, and we have amazing villas all in this
right by the sand.
Yeah, right by the sand. It's pretty amazing. You have a lot of that.
Private islands.
So great demand for the villa on the beach. Someone is mentioning that the iconic Copacabana Palace celebrates 100 years. So it's a very...
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best times for you to be in Copacabana Palace. Yeah.
For Carnival.
And for Carnival, yeah. The hotel, it's really inspiring. It's such a piece of art in the middle of the Copacabana beach. It's like classic, but not too much, and it has the right touches, the best hotels. It's so nice. I wish I could have all you guys here as soon as possible.
We're gonna do a fun trip soon, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So here I see, what about security concerns? Brazil, it's all about knowing where you are and what you're doing, and we know that. Okay, so we're never going to get your client at a tricky spot and not at the wrong time, you know. So we, as I was mentioning, we have the full if it's a client that's a little bit more concerned about safety, we have all sorts of vehicles, even with the bulletproof vehicles, or like whatever. I don't think it's necessary, really. You just need to be with the right guide in the right spot at the right time, and we know that, and we know how to make it happen. Brazil is going through a really stable phase, like in many ways. So and you can really take it easy and relax. Of course, in the main cities, you always have to be a little bit careful, but nothing that would be bad or would compromise the incredible time that you're gonna have here. But we're never gonna get your client to a place that we haven't been, or that we're not 100% sure that it's absolutely safe. Okay.
Yep. We are great. You said great job. Love Brazil. So I hope more and more all of you are gonna love Brazil, because those pictures were amazing and real. I've seen most of them. There were like 4 I have not been, so we'll talk later.
Okay.
And
yeah, send your clients our direction. Yeah, sorry, what, Dominique?
Just wanted to say I traveled Brazil on my own, so I really know, you know, it was not dangerous. I did never feel in danger. It's just you have to know where to be, huh? And
yes, you have to know where to be.
Maybe you need to have the biggest jewelry around your neck, or the
yeah,
depending where you are.
Yeah, it's almost like this anywhere in the world. In Brazil, it's not different. Yeah.
You travel with a consciously, you know, knowing what you do. And it was really So
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes we are in the news for the wrong reasons, but still, it's a beautiful country. And here, living in Brazil and on a daily basis and traveling a lot all over the country, I pretty much have never been exposed to a dangerous situation, especially because of this. I know where to go, and we would gonna give you all this structure for your clients, for them to feel as safe as possible.
So I don't see any other question, Adriana. The way we're going to get the contact is because Gustavo and Caroline, which is your main contact, will be sending you
Yeah.
a recording and with all the information. So Savitri, we wait for
Absolutely.
your dates for your client's trip. And I think until we meet again for another part of a very Latin webinar, the part 2.
Yes, absolutely. We're looking forward to it. Really, it's been amazing to show Brazil to all you guys. Thank you so much, Dominic, for this opportunity again.
Carolina and Gustavo, and hope to see
Thank
you
you.
soon. Bye-bye.
Yes,
Bye,
absolutely.
everyone.
Bye.
Great
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde.